All right. Shoulder blades, lower back, and we'll also do some breathing work because how we breathe affects the muscles here, right? So we talk about really tight shoulders, tight just around this area, and how we breathe can cause these muscles to be tight. So just bringing some awareness at the end of class to our breath work. Okay. So let's start out kneeling. Let's start out kneeling onto our mat. Grab your rope strap towel. And go ahead and dome our back. Dome, dome, dome. Interlace the fingertips, press the palms forward like you're trying to push a box. So palms stamping what's in front of you. Inhale, pull the arms up overhead. Exhale, dome. So we're warming up the core, which are the muscles that you'll need for your low back. And we're trying to warm up and also get some mobility into the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We're also going to deepen our breath and try to exhale out as long as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Plant the left hand down. Big arm circles. Big arm circles. So you're trying to go slow. And draw the biggest circle that we can. Not just from the arm, but also from rounding. So get the spine involved and also engaging through the core. So just round, like you're getting punched in the tummy. And open, open, open. And round, like you're pushing through water, like you're in a swimming pool. Back of the hand pushes forward. And then open and round and open. So getting the whole body involved, including your core. Round and open, round and open. Reverse direction. So reach like you're spiking a volleyball, bringing it down, but I'm also involving my whole back. My whole back is involved. And other side, so big, open. And when you open, pull the shoulder blade down your back. So that's kind of the awareness in all of our movement to work on the shoulder blades and the muscles in between the shoulder blades, the rhomboids, is to really, we spend a lot of time with our shoulders up to our ears. We want to pull our shoulder blade down and then changing directions like we're spiking that volleyball. And around, and around, and around. Okay, taking the strap or your towel, inhale, exhale, pull the strap behind your head, press the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, chest forward, squeeze the elbows behind your rib cage. Inhale. When you inhale, pull it like you're trying to rip the strap apart or rip your towel apart, and dome coming down like you're trying to scoop, ice cream scoop down. Inhale. Exhale, pull, elbows back. So no lazy elbows here. Really press the elbows back, chest forward. Pecs are tight. We're going to open, open, open. Chest forward, pull the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Inhale. Exhale, dome. Pull the strap. Continuously pull the strap the whole time. So I'm trying to rip the strap apart the whole time. Not just when I come down. So I'm pulling, pulling, pulling. And the distance, like the distance is still slightly wider than shoulders width apart. Chest forward, keep pulling the strap. Inhale. Exhale, pull and open. Open, open. We're going to flip so the palm goes up towards the sky. Now roll the shoulder down and glue. So tips of the shoulder blade, like you're trying to pull the tips of the shoulder blade down your back pocket, like your jeans pocket, down your pocket. Glue them down. Palms facing up towards the sky. Pulling and ripping the strap. You're going to bend the elbows at 90 degrees and lower down. So bicep curl on the lightest towel strap, but I can tell you, I'm already starting to sweat, and this is hard, super hard. So elbows, press the elbows together. Yeah, press the elbows together. And keep pulling the strap. So the elbows press together. and the strap rips apart. And you should feel your back, all your back muscles start to light up and say, hello, happy Thursday, and release. I can feel it right here on the top of the shoulder. I can feel it in my back. Now, if you have a block, there's a series of exercises that you can do with the block. We'll save that for another day, so that, you know, in case everyone can like go out and get a block from Amazon. And I can show you some exercises as some homework, some bonus exercises that you can do when you have a block, a meatloaf pan, anything that is of the shape, some toy, some basket, like anything like this, that'll work too. So we'll save that for the end of class. Okay. All right, so we did that. Then from here, so we did from straight to 90 degrees. So from here, we're gonna go from 90 degrees, we're gonna flip the grip. We're gonna flip the grip so palms away from you, pull the strap apart, okay? Pull the strap apart, but the elbows are 90 degrees and the elbows are pressing together. So imagine you're pressing an imaginary block. I guess you're imagining the imaginary block, I hope you are. Pressing the elbows together and trying to rip the strap apart. And we're gonna keep the shoulder blades glued down the back, and we're gonna slowly raise the arms. But the goal, we're not gonna get to straight because the goal is to keep the shoulder blades pulling down. And back to 90. And you should feel your whole muscles wrapping around your rib cage and around your shoulder blades engage. These muscles probably are a little lazy and don't get turned on very much. But this is going to bring some awareness to these muscles because we should be using these muscles instead of the muscles that get a little tired from, you know, from the tightness in your shoulder blade. And release. Whew. All right. From here, we're going to come into all fours. We're going to come into all fours. And we're going to do our shoulder blade squeezes around the world. So all fours, keeping your arms straight. We're going to drop the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then we're going to dome our back. So imagine your shoulder blades are like wings. You're going to pull isometric contraction, meaning it's working hard, but you don't see any movement. You're going to pull the heel of the hand towards your knee, but you're not going to move. So I'm really engaging and pulling. It's like I'm dragging the floor, the mat, the carpet towards my knee, but I'm not moving. So that's super engaged. Like imagine that you're trying to squeeze a tennis ball or an orange underneath your armpits. Yeah, and squeeze the shoulder blades at the same time. Now keeping that engaged, your palm pulling back towards your knees, you're gonna dome your back. You're gonna separate the shoulder blades like they're wings, and you're spreading and flying like a birdie. Keep pulling and dragging the hands behind you. That you're gonna feel that engagement in your core. Drop the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Keeping pulling, isometric contraction, pulling the hands towards your knees, and dome. Spread the wings. Your shoulder blades are like wings, so dome, dome, dome. But squeeze like you're squeezing an orange underneath your armpit. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing and keep pulling the hands towards you. And dome. You should feel this in your core. And it's from the dragging your hands towards your knees. And squeeze. And dome. Nice. Okay. So from here, we're going to take our feet together, knees apart, and walk it back. So spread the knees out wide. And you're going to come into Malasana. So you're going to crawl into your little turtle shell. We're going to be a little turtle here. I'm reaching my hands forward, and my tailbone is driving down into the mat, and I'm playing tug of war. The more I reach my hands forward, the more my tailbone goes down. I'm trying to separate each vertebra. I'm trying to create more space in my spine. And in order to do that, I have to really use my core. I have to really use my core like I'm trying to open up my low back. I'm trying to crawl into my little turtle shell. You can stay here or you can get deeper by wrapping your arms around the front of your knees. My palm faces up and my heels sit on my palms, and I'm trying to crawl into this turtle shell because I want to hide. I'm trying to hide, and I'm trying to open up the low back with my core. And release, release, release. Okay, and then come on and have a seat and come onto your back. We're going, well, I was gonna say it's summertime here, but I've been teaching Kiki that it's winter time where Grace lives in New Zealand, and she's so confused about that. So we're gonna do, in the summertime, as well, we used to run through the sprinkler. So coming onto your back and taking your legs out wide, press your low back into the mat. Press your low back into the mat. You're going to press the low back into the mat, into the floor, and that will begin to curl your hips just a centimeter off the floor. And you're going to feel your low belly engage. The low belly is going to engage. So that same opening of the low back, you're going to use your low belly to open that. Flexing through the toes, bringing your toes towards your ears, and then release. You should feel this in your low belly. And again, taking the arms out wide. You're going to cross your right over your left leg like you're sitting in a chair. You can stay here for Garuda, eagle legs, here. Or if you would like to double cross, you can, if you would like. So that's the right foot underneath the left. Either way is fine. And you're going to squeeze. Squeeze, back out into a V. And then cross your left over your right like you're sitting in a chair. You can stay here or double cross, which is your left foot behind your right calf, and squeeze. Most important thing is just squeeze, whichever way you are. Squeeze. Open, right over left. Oops. Squeeze. Open, cross, squeeze. Open, cross, squeeze. Open, cross, squeeze. The most important thing is that you protect your low back by engaging through your lower abs. Cross, squeeze. Open, cross, squeeze. Eagle sprinklers. Open, cross, squeeze. Open, cross, squeeze. Open, cross, squeeze. Open, cross, squeeze. And release. And just kind of rock it out from side to side. We'll take the right over the left here, or double cross for eagle. Inhale, hands behind the head. Exhale, elbows to knee. So elbows to Garuda, eagle, legs cross, inhale. So this is all from the low belly. We will open up our low back in just a moment. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and if you can only come up part way, that's okay. That's okay. This is not all or nothing. Maybe you come part way, and then maybe you can come a little bit further. And this just takes time. All of this is just like any other skill. No one goes to their first tennis lesson expecting to be a world champion. These are all skill building. All of these things are skill building. And then switch to the other side. Actually, let's take a break. Plant the feet down. Take the knees together, the feet as wide as the mat. Take the arms out wide and just slowly drop your knees to the right. Use the left foot to press the left knee down. You're going to feel a stretch on the front of the left hip. And then you're going to drop to the other side. You're going to feel the hip, the psoas, the hip flexor actually stretch all the way up into where it inserts into your spine. Okay, let's do left side. Cross left over right, single cross or double cross. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, curl. Elbows to knee or some part way. If you can get your elbows to knee, then crush the peanut. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. If you can touch your elbows to your knees, you can crush the peanut, not just touch. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. And release. Come on onto all fours, onto your feet. Actually, we're going to rock it out from side to side to kind of just massage the hip socket joint, get some opening in the hip sockets and your low back. And then drop the knees down, knees out wide, child's pose. Reaching forward, drop the chest down. So maybe this is good and you just want to hang out here. Or maybe you want to come up onto your fingertips and drop the chest down. So press down actively through your fingertips and open up through, like I feel I'm opening up through the armpits and dropping my chest down towards the mat. But I'm pressing really firmly into my 10 fingertips. Feet together, walk it back. Back into Malasana, garland pose, or what I call the little turtle shell. Now, you can stay here, or I encourage you, and I can't see any of you, well maybe some of you I can see, I encourage you to try crow, because this is what's really going to open up your low back. This is what's really going to open up your low back, and face planting gracefully is required. There's never anyone who's ever done this who hasn't ever face planted, at least 1,000 times. So for crow, and I can't see pillow, great use, grace of a pillow. Don't know where I stole that from. Crow, elbows press out, knees press in, look forward. That way is forward. Every time I teach this, people look that way. Yeah, that way is forward, where your eyeballs are. Elbows press out, knees press in. Use your core. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you float one foot off. Maybe you float another foot off. It is not to try to, the goal is to not try to float. The goal is to try, and part of it to learn, to getting this is you're gonna have, you will fall on your face, and that is okay. That is A-okay, but just try. If some of you already have this practice, then I challenge you to do Bakasana crane. So heels up high, knees high into the tricep or the armpits. No. But that engages through your core. Scoop, round, engage. There's also baby Bakasana, baby crane. Some people find the baby version easier, some people find the baby version harder, and that's when you're on your forearm. You're closer to the ground, it's a psychological thing. You're only ever 6 inches away from the ground anyway, and most of it is dealing with fear of falling on your face. So it's more of fear than anything, and sometimes it just takes it's interesting, it takes some time. So knees, if you want to do baby Bakas, knees go into the tricep, but you're on your forearms. My nose is off the ground, but it's like an inch off the ground. And psychologically, this just feels a little safer. So try, really the goal is to try something, to try anything, try something. And I'll give you a few moments to do that. And it takes time. It takes time, it takes time, it takes time. But that is for low back. For low back, that is really one of the best things in such a short amount, the most effective in such a short amount of time. Okay. All right, so I'll let you play with that as some homework. So let's go ahead and come down and have a seat. Okay. So if you have a block or some object that looks like a block, you can grab the block. I'll just do one. If you have an imaginary block, we can use an imaginary block today. But the idea is that, especially for your shoulder blades, that you put something in between your forearms at that 90-degree level. So we did a lot of things with the strap, pulling things apart, but now this is pushing. So it's countering the things that we just did. So very similarly, with a block or an imaginary block, at 90 degrees, you can lift and lower, but keeping your shoulder blades glued down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And this is training the muscles around your rib cage called the serratus anterior to be a more active participant These muscles will help you with things like crow that we were just doing, as well as help you with, around the shoulder blade area, because it's too much load on those small muscles, not enough help from these other muscles. So that's something that you can play with, and perhaps, if you want, and maybe if everyone ends up getting a block, there's a whole bunch of other things that we can do as well. So we'll go ahead and finish with Nadi shodhana, breathing. So have a seat rooting your sit bones into the earth. Your thumb and your ring finger, your thumb on your on one side of the nostril, and then the ring finger on the other. So closing the left side, inhaling through the right, close, exhaling through the left. You can close your eyes here. Inhaling through the left side, close, open the right, and exhale through the right side. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale left, close, open to the right, exhale right. Inhale right, close, open to the left, exhale. Inhale left, open, exhale right. And take a couple more rounds at your own pace, alternating each side. Inhale. And see if you can make the exhalation longer every round. Can you extend the exhalation? Inhale, pause, exhale, inhale, pause, exhale. Inhaling both arms up towards the sky, drawing hands down to heart center, bowing forward, namaste.